I received my Master's of Arts in a program in the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. The program is called Communication, Culture, and Technology. CCT is this fascinating world where it's a very inherently interdisciplinary program, and it really allows students to have the freedom to build their own graduate program in a way that a lot of other programs, not just at Georgetown, but across the country, really don't allow. I ended up taking my program in a very interesting direction. My background has always been international affairs, journalism, public affairs, Arabic, and I was able to take the program, and because I felt like I had such freedom to go where I wanted with the program, and I worked all through graduate school. I've been working at the U.S. Department of State since 2016, and because I had found this job where I was working in public affairs and I was working in foreign affairs, it was this really, really unique opportunity where I thought, I came to graduate school to study foreign affairs and to study communications, but now I have a job where I'm learning that every day, and I worked full-time through grad school. So I thought to myself, if I'm learning that on the job, then I should take this opportunity in school to learn about something that you can't learn outside of a classroom. And I ended up focusing my research. I can't even say that I created this concentration. I feel like it happened on its own. It really came to fruition on its own. I ended up studying mass incarceration and the prison industrial complex. And Georgetown is an incredible place to do that research because there's so much work happening here on prison reform and so many great conversations happening about mass incarceration. And it allowed me the opportunity to take classes all over the university. I took classes at the law school. I took classes in public policy, in government, and it was absolutely incredible. Graduate student government, when I was at Georgetown, really, really accomplished a lot. There was a culture at Georgetown where, for the graduate community, Grad200 was really recognized as this organization that was more for social events, for the annual boat cruise and our annual holiday party. And I think that when I was there, we were in this transitional period where we were trying to move the organization from being more than just social activities for graduate students, more than just setting up an open bar, more than a holiday party or happy hour. We continued to do those things, of course, but we really wanted to move toward a world where graduate students recognized there was a need for representatives and there was a need for graduate students to find a seat at the table in administrative rooms. And one of the issues that was the forefront of our advocacy platform, aside from graduate students unionizing and access to transportation, access to childcare, healthcare, wages, all of these things, was we really put a huge focus on a campaign to get free feminine hygiene products in all of the public restrooms on campus. And so looking back on my time at Georgetown, there are individual moments that I remember and individual incredible opportunities I wouldn't have had anywhere else. But overall, the only thing that comes to mind is gratitude. That being said, I had some life-changing moments where I got to meet some incredible people, and it really changed my relationships, it changed my outlook on life. One of them that stands out the most is one of my favorite events that I got to attend. There is this incredible writer, this woman who is Nigerian, she's a well-known feminist. Her name is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She has always been one of my favorite writers. And she came to campus to give a talk in Gaston Hall. And at the time, I had reached out to this professor, and we had had a lot of conversations about how much she meant to me and how she was this feminist icon. And she had been to Georgetown before, so I thought we had a chance of bringing her. And I remember he had said, we're not able to bring her to campus, that we weren't able to reach her, and that was that. It turned out part of the reason that he wasn't able to bring her to campus for the event we tried to plan was because she already had plans to come to campus. So I remember I received an email inviting me to attend a dinner with Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I remember being taken aback, and I was confused. I had reached out to the dean of the graduate school, and I asked him, like, how did they know that I wanted to go to this? How did they, who, where? I was baffled. And it turned out that this professor, who I had never even had in African studies, had been part of the organizing board for her visit. And he reached out and said, Rima needs to attend this dinner. I know how much this would mean to her. And he got me a ticket to attend this dinner. And my best friend from my graduate program also was able to attend the dinner with me. So we went to the event, and she gave her talk, and it was incredible. And then we were able to attend this dinner with faculty, and her nieces were there as well, and professors, and President DeGioia. It was this beautiful round table dinner, and over dinner we discussed her writing. We discussed characters in her book. I got to ask questions. It was this dream come true. And after the dinner, my friend and I had approached her together to introduce ourselves and get a picture. And in my stumbling phrases trying to talk to her, my friend and I both started crying because she had been such an important part of our friendship, and her writing meant so much to us. And we were telling her about how she had been this foundation to our friendship and how much her writing meant to us. And then she started crying, and it was this beautiful moment. And I remember after we left the dinner, my friend and I sat outside of Healy Hall. We sat on the stairs, and it was warm out. I remember it so vividly. And we were just looking out across the lawn, students walking by, a normal day. And she also is a woman of color and had moved to America for grad school. And we just had this moment looking at each other, and we were like, this is it. This is why we came here. This is what Georgetown has to offer. This is, from that moment on, it was like, now we have this unbreakable friendship. She's still one of my best friends. And it's these opportunities that I was allowed through Georgetown, not only to meet incredible women, incredible people from all over the world, but to have the opportunity to interact with them in this casual and professional and in just this beautiful, beautiful way. There are no words for the types of opportunities that I was granted.